Hi, mister.
How are you, mister?
I'm fine.
Hi, mister.
Hi, mister. How are you?
I am doing fine.
My name is Nicholas, and you?
I am Thomas.
And I am Jose.
Okay, I'm coming from a library, and I really want to tell you about a book. Do you want to hear about some book that I read?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I read another book and we can talk about the
Oh,
book.
well, and you?
Yes, I also do.
Okay, let's start. To continue, I want tell you the name of the book. So you have to recognize the name of the book. Okay, let's play the game.
It's a good book.
Okay,
It's nice.
okay. The author of my book born in 118. Okay, in a modern society. Okay, and he really likes the move of the society. So he likes the change, he likes the industrial revolution, and other change in the society that they live, and he planned in the book. So, for example, the proposed in the book of my book is that show us a lot of the change in the society, but also the book have a real interesting fact, and is that the book tell us about something really important in the history of the America. For example, the U.S. Revolution and the war against England. So, what is your proposal of the book?
I believe that I have some ideas of what book do you read, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
And what do you think about the book?
I don't know. I don't know that author. I'm not sure.
What do you can tell us about the book?
It is an interesting book because it can show us different positions about the U.S. Revolution, knowing the Industrial Revolution, and that's nice to know the history of U.S.
Another fact is that the romanticism is very important in the book. So the characters in the book have a really certainly manner to live certainly to the romanticism. So do you know what is the romanticism?
Right, I saw it in class.
Okay.
I have an important part about my book is that the authors want to do a critique to the modern society and want to show to the readers that what is important and what the modern society have difference between the last or the common society.
Okay.
Okay,
and
my
the book?
author he's very known by many people. His most important books are novels, and in this case he wrote a scary book, and it's very interesting.
Okay.
It's small in question of pages, but it is really interesting
My
in
book
content.
too is from the scary books.
My book is equal to the both books.
Oh, very interesting.
Okay. I guess the purpose of Edgar Allan Poe in this book, but that, by the way, the book was called The Fall of the Usual House. Well,
Oh, I never read that book, but
You
I
never
want
read
to
that?
read. No.
okay, but it is a very interesting book. You should read it.
About the things that I said about my book, the author is Oscar Wilde. What do you think that is the book?
Oscar Wilde. Well, if it is Oscar Wilde, I think that he can write about something in the society.
Yes.
And if you say that is scary, he can read about a ghost or maybe
Yeah.
a family.
Somebody,
The Canterbury Ghost.
yes, the Canterbury Ghost. You read them,
I didn't.
and you?
Yeah.
It's a
It's
very
very
good book.
interesting.
I love that book. It's a very good book for reading. It doesn't matter the age of the people, but it's a very good book.
Yeah, you notice that the family in the book, Oscar Wilde divided into and a half from US and a
Yes.
half from Britain.
United Kingdom.
Okay.
Britain.
Okay, as I was telling you, I infer that the author purpose, as I was telling you, was to continue with his type of books that were these horrific histories. And in this case, he made it with a mansion, the House of Usher. And in this case, he wrote about a rich family where the lady, the principal character, the main character, was the ghost and called Lady Madeline, right? And
I like the final of my book. That is the ghost complete the purpose that he want to be free, and he complete that purpose with the with the dogger of the family. What do you know about that?
Something interesting is that the ghost is very scared by the person in the family. It is
Yes.
true.
Yes, the ghost was indifferent to the family. The family don't pay attention to the ghost.
Well, if you didn't notice, the author of my book is Washington Irving, a contemporary writer from
Yeah.
Oscar Wilde. And the name of the book, did you notice what is the name of the book? I'll give you some case. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow maybe could be on a very next to the name of the book. Maybe it's the same name of the book.
well, then I guess that the name's book is Sleepy Hollow.
Wow,
Wait, right.
Yeah, it's the name of the
it's
book.
very smart.
Okay.
So, The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow, in a short way, tells about the writer with a head that lives in a bottle. That bottle is the same bottle in the U.S. Revolution that a Hess rider, a mercenary bought by the United Kingdom, lost the head with a cannon. So he died in the Sleepy Hollow, and the spirit of the Sleepy Hollow remains there. So each about crime, the main character in the book lived in a Sleepy Hollow, and he was a teacher. So he met some people, and he met a girl, a beautiful girl, but he is too poor to get with the her. So the story in a main way tells about the love history between both characters. But in the final and the end of the book is very interesting, like the Canterbury Ghost, because he never knows about the legends in the Sleepy Hollow, and he didn't believe in them. But
Thank you, Nicholas. What do you want to
Wait,
say
okay, in
about
my
it?
book there was a common guy that visited a childhood friend. His name was Roderick Usher. That's the name of the book. With the right. Well, in this book, Roderick was very sick, but the one who died was her sister, as I told you before, Lady Madeline. She wasn't sick, but then she died. And I guess that the message that give Edgar Allan Poe in this part is to give value to your family, because she died in an uncommon way, in an uncommon moment, and then she became to a ghost and started to make a lot of weird and strange and terrific.
And you?
I think that Oscar Wilde did a very nice job with the book. Do a very good critic. So I love it, and think that he shows what is the how is the society in that years, and it's a very nice job. So I recommend you the book.
Thanks. Talking about the changes of the characters, I can talk to you about the change of the Lady Madeline. As I told you before, she became a ghost when she died. Therefore, there were many weird facts in the book. The mention started to be spent with ghosts and different horrific facts.
Yeah, something that changed in my book from the characters is that Ichawut, when he knew that he won't never be with the girl, he first was too angry and confused. So his feelings for being a poor person give a message to the lector, because it is the moment in the world is not the main thing that is important in the love. So the romanticism in Ichawut is very, very, very big, and the message is simple. The money is not the way to get a good love. So, changes in your book.
I think that is the message of my book. Is about the new society, the modern society, not is the best form that we can be, whatever. I believe that is the we have to be not about not in the common or in the same way of the modern society, the capitalism, and other, and we have to be happy.
Okay, and can you give us the most important part or fact or any
Maybe
important,
a problem in your book.
the most important thing?
The most
relevant?
important problem in the book is that the family don't pay attention to the ghost because are a modern family, and that only for them the only important thing in the life is the money.
So it's o sea, the ghost has feelings from the family.
Yeah, the ghosts have feelings, but the family don't pay attention to him.
Okay.
He's very sad for that.
That's all the contrary to my book, because in my book the whole family paid a lot of attention to the ghost, who was the sister.
I think that we have to do something now is go to a library and read the 3 books, and for that we can talk more about the books.
But let's give a conclusion about our books. What
Your
did you
opinion,
analyze?
Your opinion.
What did you
Your
analyze
opinion.
from the book? What did you analyze, and what did you think about the book? It was great in which questions?
Well, but first is a great book, and my opinion is Washington Irving did a great job, and all of the things that I said is connecting with the history, and it's a love history, but also an history story, and it fused all, and the lector can and the reader can say and see in the all of the history of the book.
My
And
book,
you?
wait, sorry. My book also summarized many important facts and things that characterize Edgar Allan Poe as writer. Well, he's dead, but he was a great author that also give us that sensation to be in the book. And well, with just 15 pages, he made me enter to the book, and that was nice because I also feel like in the user house.
And you?
I think that Oscar Wilde with this book do an incredible job. I said that a lot of times, but with this book, he do a book for all the all the years for all people that is going. The books never
all
going to be
generations.
forgotten. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
my final conclusion is that even when it is a complicated book because it has a complex vocabulary. It has a lexile of 1,450, and it's very complicated to read it, but it is nice when you read it because it has the greatest
So
history that I
I'm
read
going to read
this
that.
year.
now in that moment we can do a question. The ghost really exist? It is a question that I give from all of the books that I read and you read and you read.
For answering, we have to go to read a lot of.
You agree with them?
In my case, right.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Nice to talk with you. See you guys.